Hi everyone, this is David Araki, a student from UNAD in the Master's Program in Pedagogical Mediation in Language Learning. This video is about the evolution of the curriculum in language education. At the beginning of medieval times, English was just a language spoken in an island and French was the continental language. Nevertheless, due to the World War I, this began to change drastically. And after the World War II, immigrants, refugees, and foreign students generated a huge demand for learning English courses in the United Kingdom, Canada, the United States, and Australia. By the 1950s, English became popular for different factors such as a greater mobility of people from place to place. This desire for traveling was also motivated thanks to the development and creation of new means of transport, such as commercial airplanes and the growth of international tourism. The global trade and commerce played an important role, and the North American and British culture also made a big influence. Additionally, the growth and development of radio and television contributed to this new trend of learning English. All of these developments supported the need of learning the language not just for the mastery or passing an academic course, but as a practical way of communication. In the 1950s and 60s, new ideas about language led to exciting scientific ways of teaching it. In Britain, they improved older speaking methods by carefully organizing grammar and vocabulary. Those new methods had to do with meaningful presentation of structures in context through the use of situations to contextualize new teaching points. It was known as the situational approach or situational language teaching. Later it was replaced by TESL or TEFL approach based on a structural syllables and a situational drill-based methodology. In the 1960s, a new method became popular especially in the United States. This method was the audiolingual method whose main approach was based on repetition. Behaviorism also contributed to this method. Meanwhile, in Europe, a similar method began to be used. It was the audiovisual method. New concerns about what to teach to foreign students appeared, so in the 1970s the European countries began to organize the contents to be taught in the classroom. The European Council was responsible for many of those changes. In the beginning of the 1970s, the communicative approach or communicative language teaching became popular among the language teaching community. It was the English for Specific Purposes or ESP, whose goal was to teach specific items related to the student's needs such as business purposes or preparing a student for a job position. The use of collocations and accurate vocabulary were relevant during the development of this approach. Another approach that was used in the 70s was the discourse analysis. During the development of the ESP approach, something relevant began to be part of it. It was the needs analysis whose focus was to determine why a student needed a language for. So many studies were carried out including the profile of communicative needs. Some components of these profiles are personal, purpose, setting, international variables, medium, mode and channel, dialects, target level, anticipated communicative, and key. In the 1980s, the communicative approach became to be developed and some syllabuses appear including the notional and functional syllabuses. Another important concept came to this field. It is the curriculum approach in language teaching. Although it began to be mentioned in 1949 by Tyler, it became stronger in the late 70s. This view of curriculum development processes has been widely adopted in language teaching from the 1980s. It has been described as an end-means model because it starts with a determination of the kinds of language skill the learner needs in order to accomplish specific roles and tasks and then sets out to teach the language needed to get there. The 1990s brought an increasing emphasis on developing learners' critical thinking skills and promoting learners' autonomy. There was a move towards more student-centered and interactive learning environments. The 2000s were marked by the rapid advancement and integration of technology into English language teaching. Globalization also played a significant role, highlighting the need for intercultural communication skills. Throughout these decades, the evolution of the English language teaching curriculum has been influenced by developments in linguistics, psychology, educational theory, and societal changes. The trend has generally been towards more communicative, learner-centered, and integrated approaches, with an increasing recognition of the importance of technology and intercultural understanding in a globalized world. Thank you so much.